Hello, this is Miss Terena, and today I am going to read a story called Giraffes Can't Dance. Have you ever seen a giraffe dance? Well, they do have very, very long necks and very long legs, and it does make them kind of wobbly. But this story says, the story will show us that maybe they can dance. Giraffes Can't Dance, written by Giles, Andreae, and Guy Parker-Rees. And I apologize if I mispronounce the names. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. There he is, Gerald, with a long neck and his body and 4 very, very long, thin legs. Oh my goodness, he's so tall. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off leaves. There's his face. He has a long face, kind of looks like a horse face. Bright yellow, and he's smiling as he eats fresh green leaves. That's what shoots are, fresh green leaves from the trees. There's a butterfly on the tree, but he doesn't eat butterflies. Oh, but when Gerald tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Here he is running. Look, he's chasing the butterfly. Let's play. Whee! Uh-oh. He trips on his feet. He goes down on a knee and boom! Right on his long neck on the ground. Oof! Ouch. Poor Gerald. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. Wow! Oh my goodness, there are so many animals on this page, it's hard to see them all. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad, because when it came to dancing, he was really quite bad. Here's our friend Gerald. He's frowning, and he's looking at all these animals. My goodness, I see aardvarks and snakes and foxes and leopards and hippos. Oh, look at the zebras right in front. These black and white zebras are dancing together. And the lion is just sitting up here on the rock, taking it all in, because, lions are way too cool to dance. Oh, so many animals. I see animals playing music. I see animals dancing and spinning and laughing. And Gerald just standing there, sadly watching everyone else have fun. The warthogs started waltzing. They're holding their hand together, arms around each other, 2 together, waltzing. And the rhinos rock and roll. Doot, 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 doot. Wow, they're kicking their legs and spinning and tipping backwards, dancing together. Wow, that's fancy. And the lions danced a tango that was elegant and bold. Aha, so the lions will dance. Dun, 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 bum, bum, ba, ba, dum, ba, ba, da. Ooh, very bold tango. He even has a rose in his teeth. Rawr. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel. Cha, 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 cha. There they are, the 2 chimps. Chimps are monkeys. And they're dancing together and side by side, their arms in the air. Woohoo! And 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Woo! Arm in arm. They have their elbows crooked against each other and they're spinning around and laughing. Dun, 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 dun. I'm not going to try to do a bagpipe sound. They're holding hands and spinning and dancing and leaping. Wow, they're having so much fun. All right. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor. But the lions saw him coming, and they soon began to roar. Look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all sneered. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird. Here he is, our friend Gerald, coming into the middle of the circle with all the animals around, and everyone starts laughing. Gerald fell over chasing a butterfly. They're being terrible. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. Oh, they're right. He thought I'm useless. I feel like such a clot. There he is. Here's his face, Gerald's face. His eyes are so big. He's so scared. He's frozen. Oh my gosh. So scared he doesn't know what to do. He can't move. He can't think. He can't even blink his eyes. What is he gonna do? So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home. He'd never felt so sad before. So sad and so alone. Oh, there he goes. Poor Gerald. Off into the darkness all by himself. And behind him, the animals keep dancing and laughing and having fun. Poor Gerald. I feel bad for Gerald. The other animals are not being very nice to him. Then he found a little clearing. That's a space in the woods where he can see the sky. And he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. There he is. He's looking a little more happy. He has a tiny little smile as he looks up at the moon. It's so beautiful. It makes him feel a little bit better. But wait, what is this on the tree in the moonlight too? Looks like a green cricket. Excuse me, coughed a cricket, who'd seen Gerald earlier on. But sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass. Listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. There he is. There's Gerald. Closed his eyes and he's listening to the sounds of the night forest all around. Wow, in the moonlight. He feels much better, much calmer, no longer afraid. And the cricket says, so imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really wanted to. Let's look at Gerald one more time as he is listening to the moon with his eyes closed. I wonder what kind of music he hears. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. Here's the cricket playing a violin. He's holding the violin and he's got the bow in one hand. He moves it back and forth. Have you ever heard crickets at night? Chirp, chirp, chirp. It does sound like they're playing the violin. Gerald's hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying, and his tail was swishing round. Whoa, look at that. His curve, his his neck. He's moving it around, and his tail is moving behind him. His hooves are starting to move on the ground. He's moving his body to the sound of the crickets' violin. He threw his arms out sideways, and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. What? Gerald, flipping around. Now his feet are in the air, his neck is down, but he didn't fall. He turned around. He leapt up and flipped over. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. Look how happy Gerald is. He's smiling with big eyes and a big smile. Wow, Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I'm dancing! I'm dancing! I'm dancing! Gerald cried. Wow, his eyes are big, his mouth is open, and he's so happy. I did it! I can dance! Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him, quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! This must be a dream! Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen! Here he is leaping and spinning and posing. He's got his arms up. He's dancing. He's got his feet on the ground. He's moving around, and he didn't fall. And there's the elephant and the lion and the leopards and the warthogs and all the monkeys. Amazing! He's the best dancer we've ever seen. Hooray, hooray! They cheered. How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. He bringing his head down. The animals all around are throwing beautiful flowers. Hooray, hooray! And Gerald is smiling. He can dance. He is feeling so good about himself. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. We all can dance, he said, when we find music we love. There he is, looking up, smiling at the moon, big, gorgeous moon in the sky. And now all the animals are looking up at the moon, the elephant, the lion, the hedgehog, the monkeys. And Gerald is so happy because now he can dance. The end. I hope you enjoyed that story. Bye.